to start with, guys, we will answer now the questions with regards to postpartum depression. So what is postpartum depression? So postpartum depression, guys, is a link to chemical, social, and psychological changes associated with having a baby. A range of physical and emotional changes that many new mothers experience. In addition to these chemical changes, social and psychological changes associated with having a baby create an increased risk of depression. So a woman can have feelings of sadness, despair, anxiety, or irritability. When a woman's ability to function is affected, she needs to see her healthcare provider, such as OB/GYN or primary care doctor. This doctor can screen her for depression symptoms and develop a treatment plan. So what are the signs and symptoms, guys, of postpartum depression? So number 1, your baby blues don't get better. It's common to have a dip in mood during your baby's first 2 weeks. So meron tayong mga anxiety niyan, guys. Anxiety towards the baby after that span. You should feel better. But if you're sad or even hopeless, weeks later of the feeling are growing intense, that is more than postpartum blues. Second, sadness or guilt consume your thoughts. Feeling upset is normal once in a while, but if you can't even rest when your child is napping, a stressful event can worsen your sadness and trigger postpartum depression. Third, you lose interest in things you enjoy. So when you suddenly stop doing things that you enjoy or that what makes you happy, so that is already a signs and symptoms of postpartum depression, guys. So talk to your doctor about the changes in your moods and habits. Fourth, you have trouble making decisions. Let's just say you are too tired to think straight, but if you can't decide whether or not to get out of bed, take a shower, change your baby's diaper, or take her for a walk, this may be early signs of postpartum depression. Number 5, you worry you won't be a good mom. Every new mom worried about this or think about this. It's common among moms whose babies are sick or premature or were born with special needs. But if you're not in this situation, then having constant doubt about yourself as a mom could mean something else. 6, your sleep patterns have changed. This is the common changes for new moms. True. But if you can't even rest when your child is napping or you're sleeping all the time, that's likely something other than a new sleep pattern. 7, you've had big stressful changes in your life. Maybe you had a fight with your partner or your family isn't helping you care for your baby. Stressful event can worsen your sadness and trigger postpartum depression. 8, you think about harming yourself. Suicidal thoughts or hurting yourself or your baby are advanced signs of postpartum depression and postpartum psychosis. This is serious, and if you're having any kind of suicidal thoughts, you're in crisis and needs to get help. So what are the risk factors of getting postpartum depression? So I have listed here, guys, a number of factors that can increase the risk of postpartum depression. Number 1, a history of depression prior to becoming pregnant or during pregnancy. Second, age at time of pregnancy. So age has a great factor, guys. The younger you are, the higher the risk of having postpartum depression. ambivalence about pregnancy or yung mixed pregnancy. Fifth, children, the more you have, the more likely you are to be depressed in subsequent pregnancy. Having a history of depression or premenstrual dysphoric disorder, then you have a limited social support, living alone. And the last risk factor is marital conflict. So, when should a new mom seek professional treatment? Symptoms persist beyond 2 weeks. Next, she is unable to perform or function normally as a mom. She can't cope with everyday situations. She has thoughts of harming herself or her baby. And she is feeling extremely anxious, scared, and panic most of the day. So, if a new mom or if you are experiencing this, you should go and seek professional treatment right away. So I have here, guys, tips for coping after childbirth. Number 1, ask for help. Let others know how they can help you. Second, be realistic about your expectations for yourself and baby. Third, exercise, but within the limits of any restrictions your doctor may place on your level of activity. Take a walk and get out of the house for a break. Next, expect some good days and some bad days. Follow a sensible diet, avoid alcohol and caffeine. Foster the relationship with your partner. Make time for each other. Keep in touch with family and friends. Do not isolate yourself. Next is limit visitors when you first go home. This is usually not happening kasi pagdating ng baby sa bahay, doon na nagsisimulang pumasok yung mga kaibigan, families. But we should limit some visitors, guys, para maka-adjust kayo. And the last one is sleep or rest when your baby sleeps. So yun, guys, hopefully may natutunan kayo sa ating video ngayon. So before we end this video, guys, I would like to thank you. I know you will be watching this video for sharing your story with us, for sharing your story to all of us, to raise awareness and to open our hearts and mind about how serious postpartum depression is. I pray and just wish that you will get through this. I know you can, and we are just here for you, to support you and to love you unconditionally. I hope we learned something from her story, guys. Being a mother is not an easy job, and being a mother is every woman's dream. It is like a fulfillment, and it comes with a price for being at risk to postpartum depression. And it's not easy to go through all the emotional and psychological turmoil. Ang masasabi ko lang, guys, is be open, seek help if hindi na kaya. It will help you a lot to have someone who can listen and give you advices. And also for our daddies, let us not forget our wives. Spend time with them, take her on a date, make her feel appreciated and loved, but most especially talk to them. You know, it's hard being a mom, especially when something is bothering you. Ask them how you feel, ask them how they feel. You know, something might be bothering them, and just support them 100%. Let them feel that they are not alone in this journey, because you know, it is true, we tend to focus on our new bundle of joy, and we unknowingly took them for granted. So that is the reality. So yun, guys, thank you so much for being with me today, and I will see you on my next vlog. Take care, God bless, and bye bye.